finally got it bumping.
Leg drop, boot to the face, we won't fold. Quick to put a dude in this place, he out cold. With a tombstone, grapple the waist, get laid flat. Can't escape, nowhere to go, the cage match. It's on now, when I spot him, it's no problem. Everybody stone cold till they hit with the rock bottom. Sharpshooter, I won't miss him like Bret Hart. Like Al Snow, they gon' need him a head start. I just might catch a better body than Mickey James. Get acquainted with the name, we bringin' the pain. Like Kane in the ring, all I see is red. Paul era, Undertaker, I can see the dead. John Cena putting hands in your face. Ted DiBiase, keep a milli on the waist. B2TF, better stay in your place or get smacked down, play it safe. What you talking about?
Welcome to another episode of Boot to the Face here live on YouTube and all your favorite podcasting platforms. I'm your host, Chris Rucker, along with my co-host, EJ Reed, and we are here to talk about pro wrestling and all the events that we got coming up this weekend. But before we get into that, we had some shit going down this past weekend, and EJ was in the building for it. EJ, how you doing?
Man, kind of recovering from the weekend, but you know, I make it, taking things one day at a time.
Damn, you sound like an alcoholic, EJ.
Hey, if that's how you want to paint me, then
taking it one. You the one said taking it one day at a time. You know.
You know, when you get back from Vegas, it's like a process of getting back into the swing of things from all the happenings and mayhem going on in that city.
Yeah. Well, we were both in Vegas this past weekend for different reasons, but we did hang out. But before we get into that, I want to show you something that I found today, and I'm going to try here on the show. Seagrams spiked WWE Rumble Punch. Did you even know WWE made a fucking alcoholic drink?
Yeah, I saw it in Hy-Vee last week. I thought it was interesting. Man, these dudes will come up with anything to make a buck now.
Yeah, I got Rumble Punch, which is strawberry, watermelon, Java, and 10% alcohol. I'm a little nervous.
Yeah, that packs a punch.
It's called Rumble Punch. Shit, man, it sounded good. Let's see what this bad boy tastes like. I might take a sip and throw it away, or I might drink the whole fucking thing here on. But WWE Seagrams Rumble Punch. Let's try it.
Live taste test. Get it here first. I'll boot to the face.
Yeah, it's not good. It's not the best.
Man.
It tastes like some bullshit. It tastes cheap.
Tastes like Triple H had his hand in it.
Yeah, Triple H has something to do with the booking of that shit. Because that's not, I mean, it's not awful, but it's like, it's cheap.
Kind of like Seagrams.
Yeah, it's more like you might be too young, but there used to be a drink called Cisco back in the day.
Oh yeah, I've seen this. I'm pretty sure Cisco is purple.
It kind of tastes like that. It could be like a little Mad Dog 2020 in there. It tastes like one of those fucking budget
malt
drinks.
Malt.
Yeah, I'm a fuck it up though. Don't get me wrong. I don't really drink during the week, so this is gonna be a good one.
Yeah, the only time I really drink during the week is I'm doing a podcast, either here or Boot to the Face. I mean, this is a haymaker. Yeah.
We got people in the chat. You know, if y'all have tried the WWE Seagrams drink, let me know how you feel about it. As we talked about a second ago, EJ and I both were in Vegas this past weekend. EJ landed early Friday, and on a whim texted me and said, I think I'm going to pull up on WWE AAA. And how was that? I want to go to one of these, especially if Lil Vice is there all the time.
Yeah, man. Like you said, it was kind of like a last minute thing. I was on the fence because when I originally look at the ticket prices, they're in the triple digits. And I'm like, I could do it, but I don't know if I feel like doing it. I could put this on roulette or something. But then the tickets went down some. I think they got down to like 70 something. So I'm like, might as well. And took my way over to the Thomas Mack Center. That's where the Running Rebels played. And when I got to the building, I was in the lobby. I'm like, where is everybody? I looked over. People were at the concession, but like nobody was like going towards, the arena and the seats. And then when you walk up closer, you see nobody's in the arena. And I'm like, what the hell is going on? And then the usher was like, no, sir, it's not in the actual main arena. It's in like this little side auditorium. I'm like, okay, it's better to have it in the smaller part of the facility than have it like half empty.
Yeah.
And so it was like in this little like side auditorium called, I can't remember, called like Cox Pavilion or something like that. And that place probably held like 2,000.
Full?
So it was
2,000
nice
people?
Yeah, I estimated about like 2,000. So it was like a nice little more intimate setting. But you heard it on TV or on YouTube. The fans were into it. AAA representing, and I had a good time, man.
I feel like they figured, oh, Canelo's fighting. We're promoting the Canelo fight. There'll be a lot of Hispanics there that probably want to see AAA, but I imagine the Canelo fucking Crawford tickets weren't cheap. I mean, how much money do these motherfuckers think we have as fans?
You heard the CEO or whatever on the call. He's like, Vince McMahon was making this for families. We're not trying to do that.
Yeah, fuck that shit. You gotta be a baller. You gotta be a baller to fuck with TKO. That's why I'm AEW, because I'm on a budget.
I know, right? But yeah, it was a dope time. Like you said, they had the WWE people integrated with AAA people. Lola Vice. I know you would enjoy seeing her in person. Dirty Dom, of course, the star of the night. He was super over.
Yeah. So did they originally?
Come a long way.
My bad. Go. I was gonna say, did they originally have the show set up for the Thomas and Mack Center, and then they just didn't sell the tickets, or was it just something you might have overlooked and didn't know that it wasn't actually in there?
That is a good question, and I don't have an answer to that.
Yeah. So I landed in Vegas probably like 9 o'clock local time. And the Uber actually took us by the Thomas and Mack Center on the way to the hotel. And I told my buddy Robert, I was like, Thomas and Mack, why does it sound familiar? He's like, the Rebels played there. I was like, damn, from the early 90s when UNLV was good. He's like, hell yeah, they were a good basketball team back in the day. I didn't realize that fucking stadium was still there. As many times I've been to Vegas, I don't think I've ever noticed driving past it. But I guess while you were there, we were driving by it talking about it, and then the video started filtering in from you being there. But it looked like a good time, man. It looked like a lot of fun.
Yeah, the only thing that I was confused with, I don't know why they had the Wyatts there. That seemed kind of random. But even our boys in New Day were there.
Oh, yeah?
I didn't know they were in the car. Yeah, they faced for it was Kofi and Waller, though. I think Xavier was there, if I'm not mistaken, but he was just managing, because they're doing like the whole Mexican Destroyer neck angle.
Yeah.
So I want to say it was Kofi and Waller facing off for that AAA tag team champions and whatnot. And like I said, the star of the night, man, Dirty Dom. He travels wherever the wrestling fans go. They're supporting him, and like I said, he's come a long way. I know I can't remember your take on it, but I know Marty was not a fan of Dom.
Yeah, I was lukewarm on Dom back in the day. I didn't hate on him as much as Marty did, but I always thought he could wrestle really well. I just thought he had an awkward, like, tall, lanky build to be a wrestler, but he's kind of like changed his look up a little bit. Like, he's still tall and lanky, but yeah, Dom's the guy right now. He got the juice.
I was like, I don't want to like toot my own horn, but I was like always on the Dom bandwagon. Not like a super stan or anything, but when he came in, I think that was a SummerSlam during the pandemic, and he faced Seth. I know Seth did a lot of the work, but I'm like, it looks like he got like when people don't have it or not. I'm like, it looks like he could do what he does. It takes what he has in the ring, and I know that like his first iteration was kind of bland, but that's how they usually always start off. He's tagging with his dad. I thought it was cool that they wanted tag team belts, and now he's evolved to what he's evolved to. So
I think everybody was more focused on Aaliyah back then than they were Dominic.
I know. messy. It all is one big cesspool. It all ties in together.
Yeah.
She's fucking with Buddy. Not Buddy's married to Rhea in real life. Rhea was with Dom. Like,
Yep.
what is going on?
Now he's with Liv. Then he got Roxanne fucking blowing his skirt up. Boy got the juice. And he's working and he's a double champ now. Of all the people that won titles at WrestleMania, he's the one that's still the champion.
And your girl Tiffy.
She didn't win at WrestleMania. She already had it going into Mania. But
Yeah, she didn't win the belt at WrestleMania.
yeah, between Jay, Dom, John Cena, who else won a title at WrestleMania? Tag titles weren't even defended, were they?
Fatu.
Fatu, yep. All of them
New
won
Day.
titles at WrestleMania. Dom's the only one that still got the belt.
New Day won the tag team belts.
Yep.
Remember they ran up the stage like some
Yeah.
asshole.
I was getting nachos when that happened. I was mad I missed the New Days, but the line was fucking long as hell at WrestleMania. The food was good, though. But yeah, like we talked about, we were in Vegas, and you went to the AAA show, and then the Canelo fight on Saturday. We met up Saturday afternoonish at the D Hotel downtown. My buddy Robert was there. My boy Brent watched some college football. A funny story. I'm just remembering stuff because that Saturday I was drunk. Okay, I'm full disclosure. We had a big bottle of rum in our room, and we were just going back and forth. And after the Bulldogs won a crazy game, I wanted to go gamble, so we went to a different casino. And I just remember EJ and Robert talking to like the pit bosses and other people like, we need that TV put on the South Carolina game. And they were like, we don't know who controls it. I don't know if it was EJ or Robert, like, well, let me know who controls it and I'll go talk to them. We need to get that put on the South Carolina. By the time we finally got to the South Carolina game, they were getting their ass whooped, so both of y'all were like, whatever.
Yeah, to be fair, our quarterback did get taken out with a concussion the first quarter. It was tied at one point, but then it was over once he got hurt. But I digress. But yeah, man, like, I don't understand. Like, we can't change the TV. Why not? You got a remote, so change the shit.
Right. Like, especially that little ass casino we were in. It's not like there was a lot of people there to watch football. Like, you got people here that want to watch it. Like, put it on what we want to see. But all in all, man, it was a good time. It was fun hanging out at the sports book, just watching football. A crazy game with UGA in Tennessee. And then the very next day, we go to the Circa sports bar, mega bar, and watch the Cowboys and Giants crazy game. So it was just like, yeah, it's just a lot of fun for football. Like, I didn't do too well gambling this weekend, but I had fun watching football and just kind of drinking and honestly relaxing. Like, no working out, no fucking job, no nothing. Just wake up, get something good to eat, watch football, drink a lot of rum. And I was in bed Saturday. I was in bed by 9:30 local time.
Shit, man. Yeah, man. So we parted ways around like 6 something, maybe 7 on Saturday. Like you said, you was with your boy Rob. Rob's a funny guy. I'm kind of curious, like, what happened after I left. Like, what happened the rest of Saturday and then Sunday. I know you went to the sports book.
Let's just, it's one thing to have friends that are your size or smaller when they get out of control. Rob's a fucking giant. So, like, I was like,
big guy.
Just do whatever you want. Like, I'm not even going to try to control you anymore. I'm fucking done. Like, whatever. Nobody's going to fight him. So, do what you want. Like, we were out eating pizza late at night. This is when I knew the night was over. We were at a pizza joint right there on Fremont. And we ate there like 3 times. And I kept hearing something. And this motherfucker's just like spitting everywhere inside the restaurant. I'm like, Rob, what are you doing? He don't remember any of it. Like, he was gone by that time. Like, I told him about it the next day. He's like, I didn't even know we went and got pizza. I'm like, you fucking paid for the pizza. He's like, oh, I don't remember going to get pizza. I was like, yeah, you kept fucking spitting. I was like yelling at you, and you just kept. He didn't even respond to me when I was like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Why are you doing that? He just looked me right in my face, turned his head, and spit again. I was like, we're leaving right now. Like, let's go. And then
I remember. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, then by that time, like, we were staying in the same room, and by that time we went back to the room. I was gonna tell him like, you're done for the night, and then I fucking went to sleep. Woke up the next day at like 6 a.m. Like, God damn it, Saturday's over with. I was gonna go back out and hang out on Fremont.
I was about to say, I remember my first Vegas trip, but this is literal because this was his first. This is his first Vegas trip.
Yeah, he's never been. He had a good time. You know, we didn't even go. Like, we were supposed to do so much shit, but we ended up just literally drinking and watching football the whole time. Like, we didn't even make it to the Strip. We just stayed on Fremont. We went Sunday after NFL football. We walked down to the Container Park, got those sandwiches that I like. Talking to people there,
what sandwiches?
I always get these little, gourmet sandwiches. It's called Ben 702. There's like a turkey one that I like. It's got like turkey and fig jam on it. Then there's like a Cheetos one that I like, and Rob got like a lobster one. So they're about this big, like little subs. They get toasted, and you get 6 of them for $20. And then I think they don't have Jack Daniels, but Jim Beam and Coke was like $7. So it's a really good deal. It's a $5 walk off the Strip, and you just walk down. It's where the big praying mantis is outside, and it like blows fire out its antennas. Have you ever seen that?
Hell no.
I can't believe me and you have never went there. Like, we've been to Vegas like 3 times together now. I can't remember. I can't believe we didn't go there.
4 times. It's 4 times.
Yeah. We've been to Vegas a lot together. I can't believe we didn't go there. So next time we're there together, we'll have to walk over there. I go every time. It's my favorite place to eat at. And then the Container Park itself is literally a bunch of stores made out of shipping containers, and it's packed around. It's where I got my Sting tattoo at. Was at this place, and then it's also a park like during the daytime. So like during the daytime, people have their kids in there, but at night, like, it's a party thing. They got like a 90s store in there I almost bought this fucking dope ass Sting t-shirt the last time I was there with my girlfriend, but it was like $50. It was like a white 90s Sting's got his like USA American flag shit on. They got a bunch of WWF and WCW stuff, a bunch of NBA like shit from the 90s in there you can buy. It's a pretty dope store to walk around. Like, it's a lot of shit at the Container Park. Really good brunch spot, and it's downtown. It's off the Strip, so it's a little cheaper than everywhere else. But yeah, took him over there. We ended up talking like 8-10 people. Like, we sat there for like 3 hours. Just like, people would just keep coming over there talking. We were drinking. Next thing you know, we're taking shots of fucking warm Jim Beam, which I'm way too old for. So Sunday night, went to sleep about the same time, about 9 o'clock.
So you got those sandwiches on Sunday?
Yep.
I kind of want to see what that lobster sandwich hitting for.
Rob fucking swallowed that motherfucker. He ate it in 2 bites.
Whoa! Pause.
Well, I mean, if you would have saw the way he ate it, there was no pause. I said it the right way.
Oh man. Damn, I didn't know Rob got down like that. Yeah, so I'm guessing this was after football.
Yeah, this was after the Cowboys game, and we watched the Colts game on my phone because I have YouTube TV or whatever. Shout out to Keith Velez.
Damn, so you didn't even let him watch his own team at the...
He was ready to go eat.
Okay.
By the time we got done drinking, and then there was this person next to us that was getting kind of annoying, so we wanted to get away from them. But yeah, we both wanted to eat, so I was like, all right, we can walk down there. I said, if they ain't got the game on, we'll put it on my... So we put it on my phone, leaned it up against the fucking napkin thing, and he watched the game there.
That's what's up. How crazy was it during the Cowboys game? When
it was wild. So much fun. The bartender, he was like talking shit every time the Giants would win the game, he would talk shit, and then when the Cowboys would come back, I'm like, yo, where's your whistle at? Because he had a whistle he was blowing. He had like sparklers and shit. And then when the Cowboys won, he's like, I don't even care. I'm like, you're the lamest fucking person. Because you're sitting there talking all that shit to Cowboys fans, and then when they win, you're like, I don't even like the Giants. I'm just here. Like, shut the fuck up. But there's a lot of Cowboys fans there, a lot of Cowboys haters there. So it's just fun, man. Vegas is like, everybody there is from different parts of the country, so everybody's got, Rob took pictures with other Colts fans. One guy had a Dallas Clark jersey on. Rob had his fucking Jonathan Taylor jersey on. A lot of Cowboys fans, like I said, a lot of Cowboys haters. It's just fun. Just nobody's like, people are talking shit, but it's not like an aggressive, like, let's go outside type shit talk. You know what I mean? Like what happens at games. It's more of a like, everybody's in Vegas, we're having fun. Like,
hell yeah. Well, two things before I guess we talk about wrestling. One is one thumbs down I'll give is at the D, the hotel you stayed at, was a restaurant we went to, Bacon Nation. I just didn't have a good experience.
Yeah. So
it took forever. I ordered on the app and they didn't even give me my original item, even though I waited for like 30 minutes.
I've been there twice for breakfast, and both times breakfast has been phenomenal. Like, I had a Bloody Mary there. Their bacon's like a 1/4 inch thick almost. You had bacon, right? Didn't you have like different pieces of bacon?
Yeah, that was good. The actual food was good. Like they just were disorganized as far as like, service.
So I don't want to kill them too much, but I agree because my shit was supposed to be ready at like 5:15. I didn't get it till like damn near 6:30. But yeah, I've had two good experiences there, one bad. I won't complain about it too much, but I do agree that there was like a line of us that were like, all right, we ordered our shit like an hour ago. Like, where is it? And it's not like they were busy, and they were telling people they were closed and like turning them away, and then letting other people in after them, which I thought was weird as hell. So yeah, you know, I changed my mind. Fuck Bacon Nation.
Yeah, I mean, the service kind of supersedes the good food.
Yeah.
But yeah, but we had that, and then as far as the actual fight goes, man, I don't think this is a recency bias take, but that's like the most grand like sporting event I've ever been to.
Oh,
like,
wow.
People always say like it's nothing like going to a boxing, like big fight field is boxing, and like, yeah, is that just something everybody's just saying? But I agree. I've been to Cowboys games. I've been to MLB, NBA, UFC, multiple UFCs, WrestleMania, multiple WrestleManias, and it's nothing like that big fight field for a boxing match because people treat it like it's an event, like almost like they're going to a club. Like everybody's dressed to the nines, and like you got Michael Buffer there. Everybody, you remember when Michael Buffer's with WCW?
Yeah, that's my guy. That's when you knew shit was getting real. Let's get ready to rumble.
Yeah, so it's just like a different vibe. So yeah, it was a good experience being in there, man.
That's dope. I wish I would have bit the bullet and fucking bought a ticket and went, but it was just, I'm sure I would have paced myself a little bit better if I was going to the fight, but I was in no condition to go to a fight on. I mean, like I said, I was in bed by fucking 9 o'clock, 9:30 Saturday night. I don't even know what time the main event got started.
Way too late. Like, I was almost dozing off during the co-main event. Like, I'm like, fuck. Getting used to being in Pacific time, but, I caught my second win, and, the juices were flowing, especially when you got Michael Buffer out there. But, yeah, I don't blame you for not going, because we'll talk about it in a little bit. Like, TKL's on that bullshit.
Yeah. One more thing before we get to wrestling. Fuck Frontier Airlines.
Oh, I was on Spirit. What happened with Frontier?
So with Frontier, I paid an extra $20. First off, it was only $200 round trip from Atlanta to Vegas, right? And I paid an extra $20 to sit up front. I was in the 4th row. I thought, I'm up here with the big dogs. There's no separation from row 1 to row fucking 50. Like, it's all the same. But my ticket said zone 1. I was like, all right. So I get to, sometimes you take a carry-on, and they're like, all right, you got to check your carry-on, and you got to stand there and wait. So I'm like, well, zone 1, I won't have to stand there and wait. The whole fucking plane was zone 1. They literally said zone 1 over there, and 200 fucking people lined up. So by the time I got to my seat in row 4, all the fucking overhead compartments were taken. Now, luckily, Rob was like, don't worry about it. He was in row 27 because he wanted to get the exit aisle because he's big as hell where he could stretch his legs out. So he's way back there that he paid for, and he just put my shit up there with him, which is fine. But it was just a clusterfuck. The gate attendants and shit like that were all rude as hell. The seats were uncomfortable. There's no Wi-Fi. They're constantly trying to get you to sign up for a fucking Frontier credit card. Then the motherfuckers didn't even give us like free snacks. I was like, yeah, I'll take a Coke Zero, and they were like $4.50 for a Coke Zero. That's not included in my flight ticket, but I needed it. But never mind. Let's just say I needed it.
Frontier brought to you by TKO. I'm sure you had a little something in your bag you was trying to mix it with, but
that's illegal. EJ. I wasn't doing that. It's against FAA regulations.
But yeah, I tried my best to avoid Spirit and Frontier. But like I said earlier, I was on Spirit because if it's a round trip for less than 200, I think I got mine for like 185. Yeah. I can't turn that down.
It's like fiscally irresponsible.
Yeah, so I can't, because I know you have to pay extra for a carry-on, but I just realized that you could get away with it, not pay for it as long as they got space for it. I didn't know that. I thought you had to pay for it regardless.
Oh no, mine came with a carry-on.
Oh yeah, for free?
Oh yeah, well it came with my ticket. I don't know if I paid extra for it or not, but it came with my ticket. It had one carry-on item.
Yeah, Frontier usually charges for carry-on. Maybe you just clicked it and said fuck it and it wasn't.
Maybe.
But I was on Spirit and I just had my backpack, my personal, and that's free. So
yeah,
I did that. But yeah, usually it's like a hit or miss with like Spirit and Frontier. This time my Spirit was just a normal flight, but I was expecting the worst. But luckily it was decent. So I tried my best to avoid it.
I felt like both ways also were like the longest fucking 4 hours of my life. Like, especially on the way back, I was tired. I was irritable. I'm just like ready to be back home. And they said it's a 3 hour and 30-minute flight back. And then 3 hours and 15 minutes into it, they were like, we still got about 45 minutes left in the flight. So let us interest you in the Frontier credit card. I'm like, my God, just fucking land this motherfucker already. But flights are smooth.
Credit card.
Yeah, flights are smooth. Landing was fine. No delays or whatever. So I can't complain too much. But I'm not a fan of the budget airlines. They're uncomfortable. You got to pay extra for everything. People there are rude. But like I said, Delta was $600. Frontier was $200. Like, I'd be a dumbass to pay Delta just to, like, it's 4 hours of your life. You know what I mean? Like, be uncomfortable for 4 hours. That's worth $400.
Yeah. And one thing I didn't count and I showed you is getting to the airport on Sunday. I guess maybe it was people from the fight.
Woo.
The airport was insanely packed, and I almost missed my damn flight because so it had gate A and gate B grouped together. So I originally went to gate A and B, and they had TSA was closed. The TSA pre-check was closed in that. So I said, all right, I'm going to navigate my way, see if I could go through another gate. And I went to C and D because usually everything is connected. You could just hop in any gate line and still get to your gate. And I looked down at my ticket on my e-ticket, and it said gate B. I'm like, okay. I asked the attendant or whatever, whoever was manning the operation, and I'm like, can I still get through it? Because the TSA pre-check was open. He's like, yeah, you could get to it. So I stood in line. It was only like, it was going fast. So like I stood in there for like 20, 15 minutes, and I finally got to the front, and they're like, only D through B can get through this gate. I'm like, wait, yeah, I got B. I looked down at my ticket. It said A. I'm like, okay, come on. I'm not going crazy. I could have swore I just looked at this and it said B. It was nothing I could do. I had to go through that long ass line.
Oh wow.
I'm pretty sure that shit updated when I was waiting and updating my ticket.
Yeah, it's fucked
Because
up.
why would I? So I had to wait in a long line because like I got there like a good hour 40 minutes before my flight. I'm glad I did. So I had to wait in the line. It was moving, and like it was moving really well. Like I would have had time to maybe chill, but for some reason when I got to closer to the front, the line started moving slower. And I'm like, okay, I'm cutting it close now. I put my stuff through the conveyor belt, and then you know how I don't know if you've seen these conveyor belts where sometimes it goes through and then sometimes it goes to the right, and they have to check it.
Yeah, they flag it.
Mine went to the right, and I had to check. I was like, damn it, man, what the? And they were like, sir, do you have a laptop in there? I'm like, no. Like tablet or anything else? Like, yeah, tablet. Sir, we had to put that on a separate one. I'm like, all y'all said was laptops when I'm in the front of the line. You didn't say tablet. It's like, you got a speaker in there too. I'm like, man. So they had to put it back through the line. So I had to wait another 4 minutes. And after that happened, like, I had to run because I had like literally 1 minute left before the gates that closed according to my ticket.
Damn.
And like as I was running, I heard they say final call for Kansas City as I was running. So I booked it and made it by the skin of my teeth. But surprisingly, I wasn't the last person. There was one dude behind me. He barely made it too. So
Yeah.
yeah.
This time in Vegas, I've never been to this side of the airport. Landing and leaving, and then Robert doesn't have TSA pre-check, so I was like, I don't know what to tell you, dog. I'll be at the bar. I left his ass in Gen Pop, especially in Vegas on the way back, because that line was crazy. And I was talking to my girlfriend. I was like, I hate it for him if he misses the flight, but like, I'm not missing it. That's on him. Even though I'm the one that called the Uber and all that, but still, like, I don't know. How do you not have? Who doesn't have TSA pre-check?
Well, you'd be surprised how many people don't fly that much. So, you know, I'm from South Carolina as well, and not a lot of people fly a lot. But so the it was like a long line when y'all got there Monday.
Oh, Vegas, yeah. His line was real long. I was on my second maker's mark when he got to the bar.
So I guess it wasn't just on Sunday. I thought it would probably be.
It wasn't nearly as bad as what the video you showed me, though. It wasn't nearly that bad.
Okay.
It was backed up for what I'm used to. I think everybody that was there for the fight left when you left. But yeah, airport was ridiculous. But anyway, let's get to some wrestling, EJ. We were fucking talking for 30 minutes. We ain't talked wrestling one time. We got a lot of wrestling going on this weekend, but first we got news that broke. We'll start with Andrade. He's been released from WWE. Was there anything that came out as to say why he got released, or was it just a?
It was Meltzer rumors. Apparently, it was like he got into some disciplinary little quarrel or whatnot backstage. But that's the only thing. So you can take that with a grain of salt if it's Meltzer reporting it. But that's what I'm hearing is for some disciplinary stuff.
Huh. Well, I don't know why. I thought him and Rey Fenix were doing good as a tag team, but yeah, I guess he fucking. I don't know. This is his second stop with WWE, and he was at a stop in AEW. I'm hoping he's not one of those guys that just has like a bad attitude when shit's not going his way, and he's like a mark for himself. You know what I mean? Because I like Andrade. I think Andrade is everything WWE wanted Del Rio to be, but he just never got to the top and won the title. I think if they could go back, I think they would put Andrade back where Del Rio was as WWE champion. But this go round, he didn't, for whatever reason, didn't work out. Man, maybe it was just bad timing on his part. Like if he would have been there 10, 15 years ago, he would have been the guy instead of Del Rio. Because I think he's way better than Del Rio.
And I'm not one of those guys that are like, oh, you have to be able to talk. That talking is end all be all as far as being a wrestler. But I'll give Del Rio that little thing over Andrade because, I guess I don't know where Del Rio grew up with it, but he seems super fluent in English. And for some reason, a lot of times, if you don't speak perfect English, your push isn't as big. But like I said, that doesn't matter. And so look at us, Stephanie Vercurd.
Yeah.
She's still learning it, but she's still
said
over.
Wrestling's her first language.
Exactly.
I'm sorry. She had that shirt on and it still had that fucking WWE sticker, and I thought, damn, girl. what are you doing? Take the fucking sticker off. That little reflective sticker was right there. I was like, come on, Steph.
I didn't notice that. That's why we have you, because you pay attention to the details. I didn't even notice that.
That was the first thing I saw was that fucking neon sticker that was on, or reflective sticker that's on there. I said, she just got that shit from the merch stand.
So, yeah, with that, like that probably may have helped him a little bit more if like he was knocking promos out of the park. But like you said, he could go in the ring. So, but on the other side of things, I don't want to be one to like toot my own horn or bloat or brag or anything. But I told you this when they signed him 2 years or a year ago, and I don't know about what you said. Bully Ray. What did Bully Ray say?
He always does that. He always fucking brags when he gets it right.
Oh, I didn't even.
I got a positive comment about Bully Ray later, but go ahead.
Fuck that guy, because he's got some shit that he said recently. And I'm like, man, whatever, man. But no, going back to 2024, I'm like, okay, this seems like a lateral move. The grass ain't green on the other side, but I'll give him this, because him and Charlotte were still married at the time, so you want to be by your spouse. But I feel like he was more tailor-made for like an AEW style that focuses more on wrestling, and I heard he was a malcontent back then. So like, dude, what do you want? You're probably getting paid just as much or maybe even more over there, and you just want to go back just because you feel like you said, you don't think you're hoping he's not a mark for himself, but the proof is in the pudding that might be the case. And now you got released, and now if Tony Khan, he's an interesting character, but he's a little bit spiteful as well. I can see Tony Khan, because remember we heard that they're being more picky and choosy with people coming in and out. I wouldn't be surprised if Tony's like, hey, you left us, fuck you, we ain't taking you back, and now you out of a job. AAA, that's owned by WWE. That was CML. They got a partnership with AEW. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, that's my thing. Is I can't believe he would be a malcontent there now when he could be in Dom's spot, like taking over AAA. That's still a part of WWE. You're still getting WWE money, but now you're wrestling in Mexico, and not to like put people in boxes or whatever, but wasn't he in AAA at one point?
I want to say, yeah. I think I want to say he was in AAA.
Yeah, so I feel like WWE buying AAA was like perfect for a guy like Andrade. But I guess, I don't know, man. When you're unhappy at work, you're unhappy at work. Like, it doesn't matter. They can have all the fucking pizza parties they want, but you're like, fuck this place. And eventually they're like, well, fuck you then. And I guess that's what, I don't know. I don't know what the deal was backstage, but I find it odd that just out of nowhere he's gone when him and Ray Phoenix were on TV having banger matches on SmackDown for like 3 months straight.
Exactly. And then, like, he might be shit out of luck, because I know TNA is not owned by WWE, but if they're hearing disciplinary, you think they're going to let him in? New Japan, even though AEW doesn't own them, a partnership with them. CMLL, they partnership with AEW, so like, the fuck you gonna do now when you burning all of these bridges? So hey, I hope he lands on his feet. Go ahead.
That's a good point you're bringing up, that all these companies that are getting in bed with the bigger companies now, it's like when you fuck up at one of them, you kind of run out of options of where you can go, because they're like, oh, you got that guy? Yeah, we're done with that. Like, we don't want shit to do with him. And so, like you said, like, he can't go to TNA now because that's part of WWE. Can't go to Triple H because they're owned by WWE. CMLL is in bed with fucking AEW. New Japan's in bed with AEW. So, like, what's left? Where's he going to go? Stardom? He's going to be fucking...
He's going to be a ballet over there.
Yeah. Hey, walking motherfuckers to the ring? Is that what he's doing now? Like,
shit, maybe go to MLW or GCW.
Yeah.
I mean, there's
still options, but it's Yeah, it's nowhere near what it was. So hopefully it wasn't on bad terms, and he just kind of, was like, fine, if y'all don't want me to be here, then let me go. But who knows?
And then two other people, I don't want to say this will happen, I don't want to put that in the air, but Aleister Black and Miro, I won't be surprised if we hear this rumblings, even though they've been trying to book Miro, Rusev, in a better light, but Aleister Black, but his wife is there, so maybe that'll keep him calm, but I don't know. The grass ain't green on the other side is what I'm just trying to say.
Yeah. Yeah, I hadn't even seen Aleister Black on TV in a minute. Or am I crazy? Well, I also haven't watched much wrestling this weekend, especially with our Vegas trip that we spent 30 minutes talking about. I didn't watch SmackDown. I didn't watch Collision. I barely watched Monday Night Raw. So I got a lot of wrestling.
Watched it all on the plane. I got to teach you how to do it on your phone again. Download it on your phone.
I fucking tried, and I went to the website you sent me to, and I haven't been able to download it since then. I might need to do that now that WWE is going to ESPN, because I ain't paying for that shit.
Well, the VPN will get you on Netflix.
Can I do NordVPN?
You have to pay for that.
Don't you got to pay for all VPNs?
Get Proton. You don't have to pay for that.
All right, I'm going to need you to send me fucking turn-by-turn directions on how to do that.
But yeah, I was able to catch up with wrestling.
Before Saturday.
Yeah, like you yeah, exactly, because it's the ESPN debut. But yeah, like you said, Aleister hadn't really been on there like that. So yeah, I mean, like I said, they gave him a whole crew in the other company, and now you don't see him on TV. So whatever, I can't put a gauge on people's happiness. Whatever works for them.
The other big news that broke this week, EJ, was WWE announced that in 2027, WrestleMania will take place in Saudi Arabia. We basically all knew this was coming, but for it to be official, man, and then for, like you talked about earlier, one of the top people in TKO saying, Vince McMahon was worried more about this being a family thing and letting families afford it. Rumors are that Saudi Arabia paid $100 million for Royal Rumble and $250 million for WrestleMania. So now WrestleMania is going to happen at like 11 a.m. local, which I'm fine with that. But I do think it's a little fucked up that, God damn it, they got me fucking talking good about Vince again, and I don't like it. But like, Vince built this thing on family entertainment. Like the whole reason that WWE got sold to TKO was on the back of the way Vince had it going, where it was affordable for everybody to go to it. And now it's just like everything is a money grab with these fucking people. And now taking it to Saudi Arabia, that annoys me. But now I want to say something positive about Bully Ray. I saw a clip on Instagram, and he was saying, if I was, and I'm paraphrasing, he said, if I was Tony Khan and Conrad Thompson and GCW and WrestleCon and all these people, the weekend of WrestleMania, I would create this huge fucking super show for fans to come to. A weekend of like StarCast and AEW and the whole nine. You got a year and a half to fucking prepare for it. You don't even have to go up against them. You can have it at a regular time, like it normally would be here in the States, 7, 8 o'clock. You can have it on a Saturday night. You don't need 2 nights of it. And then you could just have a weekend, kind of like what WrestleMania is, only WrestleMania is not there. Because these people that go to WrestleMania every year, they're not going to have anywhere to go. They save up to go do that. You could gain so many fucking fans if you're a company like AEW or GCW. Like, if you did this right, people could be like, oh shit, well, I've never been to an AEW show. Let me go to that. I've never been to a GCW show. Let me go to that. I've never been to TNA. Like, you got all these companies that could take advantage of this and just pick a city. Hopefully Atlanta. Pick a city. Go there and just take over for what WrestleMania weekend would be. And you got all these consumers that would be there. Like, ready to spend their money on wrestling. You don't need WrestleMania to have WrestleCon. You don't need WrestleMania to have StarCast. Just do it the same weekend.
Yeah. I don't know if it's Bully Ray that said it first, but I've been hearing this on a few different podcasts. So I don't know if he was the first to get on it. I heard it last week on Jonathan Hood on his podcast. I heard him talk about doing the independent show, like a huge independent show. Maybe even go to New Orleans where they're supposed to have WrestleMania. Yeah, like if you were smart and you're Tony Khan, you'd be like the ringleader of the whole thing, and all the indies will follow. And that makes sense. Making money. Like you said, these indie shows that kind of bank on WrestleMania weekend being their biggest show will still have money in the wrestlers' pockets. And you could do, what is it, WrestleCon that does it that weekend? Have WrestleCon come out there. And, you know, if they're going to go overseas, still have it where fans across the country. And so we talk about this from time to time. Like, WWE is the Coca-Cola of wrestling. So I don't think anybody will surpass them, but if you keep going down this path, you might have companies that be able to gain some footing on you. Like if you're taking it over to Saudi Arabia, and like you said, this might be an event that will be the catalyst to doing something like that. So they better be careful, man.
I think they're going down a slippery slope. I really do. I'm not a billionaire. Hell, I'm not even a millionaire. So they're all way smarter than me when it comes to making money, but as a wrestling fan, I just feel like this time in 2 years after WrestleMania is in Saudi Arabia, I think you're gonna have a lot more if AEW can capitalize and do it. I think a lot of people are gonna kind of, by that time, people are gonna be losing not necessarily interest in WWE because you still got the characters you like and the personalities you like, but after years of having to pay crazy ticket prices and then you basically say fuck us and take the show to Saudi Arabia, like I think a lot of people are just gonna lose faith and lose interest in it, and they're gonna go somewhere else where they're wrestling. WWE's pricing people out. Like we've been talking about this for damn near a year now. Now it hasn't happened yet, but these prices are just getting higher, and the complaints are getting louder, and eventually people are going to... WrestleMania next year, you do a fucking wrestling podcast, you don't even want to go. I do a wrestling podcast, I'm going to go to Vegas for the vibe of WrestleMania, but unless I can find a cheap ticket, I'm not going. Because everything is so expensive. Everything's a money grab. Like, they don't give a fuck. We paid to go to the after party and couldn't even fucking get in and haven't got our money back yet for it. They're like, whatever. Sucks to be you.
We didn't get our money back? Shit, now you got me reopening some wounds. I didn't realize we didn't get our money back from
If we would have got our money back, I would have gave it to you. No, they told me, I don't know what to tell you, bro. I was like, we were told to call the manager the next day, and they were like, yeah, we don't know shit about that.
Fuck them. It is what it is. But yeah, man, it's nasty work, and I know we live in a capitalistic society, so everything is about making money. But is money everything? Like, are you putting money over your employees? Because I don't want to go too far down the rabbit hole of the whole morality thing, because a lot of people play like, you know, they'll give you one side of the spectrum and other people give you the other side of the spectrum. I'm on what's right side of the spectrum. So a lot of people be like, oh, that's just their culture over there. You got to abide by their rules. But at the end of the day, you're going to a country where if you're different, then you could get punished. I think you can even get put to death in some situations. Yes, if you're gay or LGBT community, if you're a woman and you show too much skin. So what does that say to your employees? They're contractors, independent contractors. Because if you saw people on the stage when they announced this, like Bianca and Charlotte, they didn't look too.
Nobody looked happy. Liv didn't look happy. Like everybody had the boo-boo face.
So okay, and since you already did this deal, you got to do it. But I don't mind them doing like B-level, C-level shows. Like nobody gives a fuck about.
Right.
Like Great Royal Rumble or whatever, Crown Jewel. But you're bringing your biggest show of the year. Well, two of them, because Royal Rumble's going there in January. Now you're bringing the biggest show, the Granddaddy and Mall, your Super Bowl there, and you're telling their women they have to modify their costumes and modify what they can do. Because, like, some of the moves, like, could you imagine Rhea doing some of the stuff? She might get in trouble. Or Stephanie McCurry doing her move. I bet you they probably telling her she can't even do that. So.
Yeah. Could you imagine fucking
$1,
Stephanie McCurry doing the fucking devil's kiss and being detained because she broke some kind of law?
That may happen. They probably will talk to her about, hey, you can't do it this time. So you're watering down the biggest show of the year for the almighty dollar when you're already rich enough. I could see if the WWE was like, you know,
hurting for money.
Like hurting for money. But y'all are making enough money, so. Isn't one thing sacred? Or so like you said, you don't want to give Vince props, but yeah, he wasn't doing this, but he's the one that sold it to them. So like it's kind of, I wonder if he did it on purpose. I'll sell it to these people because then people will miss me, and he's the one that sold it to these people, so you can't like totally not blame him.
Yeah, but I mean, I can sell an action figure to somebody and then they do whatever they want to it, right? Like, I got this Sting action figure still sitting here unopened, and I could sell it to somebody for $100, and then they take it and draw all over it and open it up and decrease the value of it. And I'm like, is that my fault that I sold it to them? Like, they do what they want with it afterwards. And again, I don't want to sound like I'm defending Vince, but they've come off as such like money hungry, greedy people since then. And to top it all off, Triple H's booking's been shit. Now, they haven't lost any steam. They're still selling out. But I'm telling you, like, shit's going to hit the fan eventually. Like, people are... I know the online fan isn't percentage-wise the biggest fan. But people are getting more and more disenfranchised with this. Like, your prices are going up. And you're having 4 and 5 matches per pay-per-view. Nothing's happening at the actual pay-per-views unless it's a big one. And now you're taking the big one where something actually would happen, 2 of them, and you're making them go overseas. Can you imagine? It's just going to look like a bunch of people in onesies when the women wrestle for the Royal Rumble. You ain't going to be able to tell anybody apart. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's one of the... For men and women, that's one of the, like, the WrestleMania and the Royal Rumbles, that's when they have their best fucking gear come out. Like, that's a whole thing, too. Like, I got gear, I got an entrance. All the women gonna be out there looking like Catwoman.
Or Britney Spears in that one video. I can't, was it Hit Me Baby One More Time? Or Oops, I Did It, one of those videos. But
Liv did the cosplay for that there.
I have to do research on that. But... yeah, man, I don't know, man. Like you said, Triple H's booking. I feel like you said, Triple H's booking hasn't been the best. I feel like they just getting by on vibes right now because they'll have like the big splash moment, like we said, moments now with like they'll have like a good moment with like the segments, like because I wasn't entertained by the Seth and Becky and AJ and CM Punk by Monday, and then they'll give you a match here and there, but then they'll just like basically skate by on vibes. And I don't know if maybe they can just keep doing that. They'll give fans the big moment with the one segment and give you some decent matches and till the next big moment. But I don't know. You don't think Triple H can, or maybe not even Triple H, whoever's booking can just keep doing that if they're making money?
Oh, they can if they're making, like, if they got Saudi Arabia paying $250,000. But I think in the next 6 months, you're gonna see WWE's attendance start to take a hit. I mean, like a significant hit too. I'm not talking about like, oh, we almost sold out, we're only 1,000 tickets short. I'm talking like a significant hit. Or you're gonna see the prices start here, and then when they're not selling, they're gonna go here, which is what happened at Evolution. Evolution, those ticket prices were high as giraffe pussy. And by the time the show came around, there was tickets for like $45. WrestleMania we went to, The place we sat, those tickets started out at like $400. We paid what, like $120 for it, $150, something like that.
Somewhere in the 200s for him.
I don't think we were in the 200s. I think it was in the ones.
Yeah, it was like 230, but still, that's still 50%.
Was it that much?
Yeah, it was like.
I'm gonna have to look that up. I don't remember it being that much.
Yeah, it was like 2 something, but still, that's still like a 50% decrease. And yeah, like you said, I don't wish that upon it, but I'd be interested to see if that did happen.
I do. Fuck them.
Maneuver after. You don't want to see the business take a hit where less people are going, because when it's a healthy business, then that trickles down to other.
It's not like they're gonna go. No, I think it's gonna help out other. It's not like WWE's going out of business. They got contracts with Netflix, fucking Peacock, ESPN. They're not going out of business anytime soon. But if people stop showing up, you know what they're gonna do? They're gonna start showing up at AEW. They're gonna start showing up at TNA. Or start showing up at GCW. Get out there and fucking go watch wrestling where the people aren't just trying to take your money for nothing. That's one thing about AEW. We always bitch and complain about how long their shows are. But when you look at the value you're getting, if you're a person in attendance, you're getting everything you want for that. If you're a person paying $50 for that pay-per-view, you're actually getting a pay-per-view. You're not getting 5 matches where nothing fucking happens.
That is true. So, like you said, maybe like the pendulum will shift. It's not like people will stop doing wrestling. They'll just get their wrestling from other places, which I'd be fine with. But we didn't even talk about the aspect of it of the people over there. When they go over there, it seems like the people in official spots, like Turkey Al-Sheikh, like the prince over there, he gets to control the booking of the show. So, like, you think they probably like start digging up people from yesteryear to try to fill out the show? Like,
that whole fucking show's it's gonna be like Undertaker versus Goldberg, fucking Big Show versus the Bastion Booger, the Red Rooster is gonna make a fucking comeback, the Mountie.
Well, how would you feel if The Rock did his one and last match over there?
I would quit watching.
Nah, you ain't quit. Nah, you ain't quit watching.
I'm dead ass serious. I would quit watching WWE. If The Rock finally came back and actually wrestled Roman Reigns and they put that shit in Saudi Arabia where I can't go see it. I've never watched The Rock wrestle live. I fucking gone to the last couple of WrestleManias hoping I see him wrestle. He doesn't. And he goes and does it in Saudi Arabia. Suck my dick, WWE. That's exactly what I was. That was vulgar. I'm sorry. It's their fault. They've given me this fucking 10% drink.
The Canelo, Terrence Crawford got 10 for this fight. Canelo got 100. What if they said, Rock, 30 million, last match, Saudi Arabia? And he said, all right, give me that bag.
I wouldn't be mad at The Rock. Match. I wouldn't be mad at The Rock. I'd be mad at WWE. TKO, where's y'all's money at? Why y'all couldn't pay The Rock? Why is he not in Vegas next year? Why wasn't he in Vegas last time?
All right, well, you heard it here first. Come 2027, if The Rock has his last match over there, this might be the end of the face.
AEW. I swear to God.
It's gonna be exclusive. It'll be exclusive AEW.
Man, we're gonna talk so much AEW 2027. I'm gonna be all Hangman Page.
Like, I'm not bullshitting. That could be a possibility where they throw the bag at like a Rock.
Libra Swag says, I'm putting that in my calendar just in case it happens. People hold me to it now already.
Yeah.
You think I'm bullshitting though? You think I'm bullshitting? Let The Rock wrestle in Saudi Arabia. I swear to God, I'll be done with that company.
Yeah. Clock is ticking. That's less than 2 years.
We got AEW. I don't need WWE.
Yeah. Like we said, they've been doing a better job at interweaving storylines as of late. So
I got my favorites in AEW. I got my boy Ricochet. I got the Hurt Syndicate. Tony Storm.
Sasha.
Mercedes. My girl Red Velvet. Get out of here. I got a plethora of people I could watch wrestle and that I could cheer for and try to be on the come up. Queen Aminata. Sky Blue. Shit.
They got a roster. They got
Gates
a
of Agony. Them my niggas too. Like, come on.
roster. Yeah, they got a squad over there. So yeah.
Yeah. Fuck WWE. I'm ready to leave now. You almost got me ready to go now. Only thing keeping me here is Jey Uso and Becky Lynch.
You're a Cure fan. You like Stephanie.
Oh yeah. I could just watch. I could watch clips of that though.
And you got your NXT roster that you enjoy, like the Jada Parkers and the Soul Rukas and all.
Jada Parker being AEW pretty soon.
Nah, don't say it. Don't do that.
AEW could use Jada Parker. Oh my god, could you imagine Jada Parker and Megan Bayne as a tag team? Just
That'll
fucking
work.
killing people and taking their titles.
I'd be here for it, but
Phew.
I want to see her go on the main roster before we, let her go to AEW.
All right, we got to get some predictions, EJ. We got 2 shows to predict, and we got NFL. We got to make this shit fast.
Let's get it.
Who you want to start with? AEW moved their time earlier, so they're doing All Out at like 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. WWE at their normal 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And the NFL is, on Sunday. So we can start with whoever you want. We'll run through these predictions, and then we'll get the hell up out of here.
We'll just go in order of sequence on how they're going to play out there in the day. So we can start All Out. Going down in Toronto, Canada. So going international on this one. Right now they have 11 matches, so right on brand, like you said earlier. How you get your bang for your buck.
Yeah.
If you're gonna I hate it.
We should have went to
Right
Vegas
now-
next weekend. We could have went to Bar Canada and watched this. That was the bar we were at outside Bacon Nation. It was called Bar Canada.
Oh really? I didn't even notice
Yeah. They had a drink called What's That a Boot?
that. What's all the fuss a boot? So right now they only got 1 pre-show matches and allegedly 10 main show matches, so that's crazy. But kick this one off.
Wait.
This should be fun though.
I took a
Okay.
picture of the Bar Canada cocktails.
Uh-huh.
You had a drink called Not Sorry. Toronto Old Fashioned. That's clever.
That's funny.
The Wolverine. What's This a Boot? Hey Hoser. Igloo Melter. And then they had espresso martini.
I see what they did with the Wolverine.
Wait, that's pretty dope. I should have got that fucking espresso martini. I'm kind of pissed off now. I'm a slut for espresso martinis.
Oh, hey. But whatever floats your boat. If that's what gets your juices flowing, and I can't be mad at that. Espresso martinis. But yeah, like I said, only 1 pre-show match, and this is interesting. Apparently, I think this will be the first time the pre-show is on TV, so they're making moves. It's usually on YouTube. I think this is gonna be on TNT, the pre-show. So they're gonna probably add like 2 more or 3 more matches on here, but so far the only pre-show match is your girl Holly Cameron, Mina Shirakawa, Queen Aminata,
Wow.
and Willow versus Megan Bayne, Penelope Ford, and Triangle of Madness's Julia Hart and Sky Blue.
I had a dream. Never mind.
Yeah, let's just
Let's just move right by that. But I had a dream that sounded a lot like this fucking tag match is happening.
When are they gonna introduce some damn tag team belts, man? They got the girls to do it. I don't understand. what the
Yeah,
whole
they
up
need
is.
to. I'm gonna take Triangle Madness, Megan Bayne, and Penelope Ford in this one.
Hey, half of this tag team, Joey Janela,
Boy, that boy got the juice. He ain't got no teeth, but he got the juice.
I'll go with the other team. Our girl Queen Aminata, Willow. Hopefully they represent Harley. She's still a hoot.
Queen Amanada's got like the abs. She doesn't have abs. She has the abs. Like when you put abs on the TV, that's who you fucking show. It's ridiculous. The one and only, she says.
She's dreamy. But moving on. I can see this kicking it off. The reunited CNC, Adam Copeland and Christian Cages versus Fuck the Revival, FTR and Stokely.
I really got to pick this. I don't like any of them. I just like Christian. Christian's the only one I like in this whole thing. Well, Stokely. I like Stokely also.
I was about to say, Stokely said he's bald. He don't get no hoes. Y'all need to start respecting him.
I'm short. I don't get any hoes. I've been fighting all my life. I'm gonna go with. God damn it. I'm gonna go with I can't even say it. I'm gonna go with the
FTR it is.
Where's my Cody
I
drop
think they
at?
should.
Fuck the Revival.
I'm gonna go with the feels and the vibes. I think they give it to the hometown boys. I'm gonna go with Cope and Christian.
Ugh.
Next up, though, Hurt Syndicate. We hurt people. Bobby, Lashley, and Shelton, and MVP versus Ricochet and GOA. Gates of Agony. I wish they would give them an official name, but either way, Ricochet's been killing it with his crew. He got his crew now. He's crewed up. You know it would be dope if they brought in Samantha as a manager. I think that would be the icing on the cake. But
She shouldn't even be the manager. She should be their version of Paul Heyman and like take the microphone and introduce them and nobody else.
Yeah, be like
From Paducah, Kentucky, he is my husband, the greatest man that ever lived, Ricochet. That'd be dope.
I know she's trying to do the music thing, but she could do both. Why not get a check? You know, the scheduling is strenuous as WWE. You know, that'd be dope. She did that. I'd be down for a heel announcer, but
I don't ever pick against this Hurt Syndicate.
yeah, I was about to say, give me the Hurt Syndicate in this one. I think they're gonna beat the shit. They're gonna be beating the shit out of each other in this match. I think this will be fun.
I thought you said they're gonna beat the shit out of the Gates of Agony. I was gonna be like, damn.
Nah, everybody's gonna be beating the shit out of everybody.
Yeah.
I think some live rounds gonna be thrown, and it should be fun.
If Hurt Syndicate loses, it's gonna be MVP that takes the pin, and then it's gonna create some chaos with them. But I'm still picking them. But I feel like a good booker would have MVP lose and have Shelton and Lashley kind of be like, nigga, what the fuck?
Yeah. I know MVP is only his second match, and he's pretty much retired. He's super part-time. But I wouldn't mind seeing Hurt Syndicate run with those trio belts. Have them beef with the ops. Just everybody just beating the shit out of each other. I'd be down for that. Next up, Mercedes Moné, your TBS champion, defending against somebody you're not too fond of, but Rio. She's back.
Give me Mercedes. It pisses me off. It's gonna be like a 25-minute match back and forth. I think Mercedes should just squash her, but whatever.
Yeah, I'll go Mercedes as well. Rio just kind of popped back up. Another former women's champion. Where is she injured? Where's Sheeta at? Hikaru Shida.
Oh, that's a good question.
Damn. I wouldn't mind seeing her back.
Hikaru. She ain't even on social media anymore. She used to be posting thirst traps left and right.
Really? Come on back home, Sheeta. Yeah, maybe she's rehabbing. Maybe she's injured and we didn't hear about it. But hopefully we'll see her back soon. But move right along. Jon Moxley and Darby Allin in a coffin match. This should be fun.
I'll take Moxley.
Really? Why you say that?
Because Darby Allin's not good.
That's Sting's son. How dare you?
Sheeta was just on Oh no, it's a throwback. I'm sorry. She just posted September 2nd. She's video gaming. And then August 28th, she posted a picture. August 22nd, 17 years ago today, I debuted as a pro wrestler. And it's a nice picture. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know where she. Here's August 13th, my birthday. She's back in the ring, training. So maybe she's on the comeback. Maybe you're right, EJ.
Well, she's still getting paid. I guess that's all that matters. But I think I got Darby in this one. It's gonna be a car wreck, and I'm here for it.
I picked Darby. No, I picked Moxley.
Yeah, you picked Moxley. I got Darby. Moving along, this is a grudge match, a new match concept. You got MJF versus Mark Briscoe in a TNT match, tables and tacks.
I'll take Briscoe.
Really? You're an MJF guy. I'm surprised you're picking Briscoe in this one.
He wins too much, MJF.
So Roman won a lot.
MJF ain't Roman though.
I'm going MJF in this one by nefarious means, even though it's no DQ. Some bullshit is gonna happen. 4-way match. This should be a good one. This might steal the show. For the AEW Women's Championship, you got Timeless Toni Storm, the champion, versus Jamie Hayter versus Chris Statlander versus Thekla.
I'll take Toni Storm. I don't think she should lose the title in a multi-person match. I think whoever wins the title should beat her.
I think it's only two people that I think will probably take the title off her. Either Mercedes in a rematch. Maybe they do that full gear. I thought it could have happened at All Out, All In, All Out tie-in, but nope. Or I know Megan Bain already got a shot, but like nobody would bat an eye if she won it. So, but yeah, I got Tony retaining in this one. Next up, 3-way for your AEW Unified Championship match. We had Kazuchika Okada, damn tongue-tied over here, versus Konosuke Takeshita. Either it's going to be Masco Dorado or the Beast Mortals. They're having a match on Dynamite.
I got Okada.
Yeah. Is this the cracks in the armor or the ice starting to happen between him and Takeshita?
Yeah, I do think him and Takeshita, they'll probably be World's End.
Takeshita, he's got a title match at Wrestle Kingdom, so I don't know if that'll play a factor, him possibly winning this unified belt, but I got Okada. Retaining right now. Next up, your long lost friend Eddie Kingston versus Big Bill.
Big Bill.
Damn, why you shitting on your Eddie like that?
Gross.
Man, he's over like Rover.
I don't know why.
He can wrestle well. He can talk well.
Stop! Don't do that. Let's keep our credibility.
I'm going with Eddie Kingston in this one. They don't have big men winning in this company like that. So go with Eddie Kingston. Tag Team Championship 4-way. I didn't even know this was on the card, and it's 3 teams to be determined. That's right up AEW's alley.
Everybody's on the card.
Yeah, so it's Brody King and Bandito versus 3 teams TBD. 4-way ladder match, so it's gonna be a car wreck.
How the fuck are we supposed to pick a match and we don't know who's in it?
Well, that pretty much, says
Brodito.
who's gonna win it. Yeah.
No, give me team number 2.
Okay.
I'm gonna take team number 2.
Whatever team is, you could just be able to pick and choose team number.
Yeah.
Well, no. The next team that qualifies, they're team number 2, so you have to stick with them. So I'm gonna remember.
Team number 2.
Main event. Well, I don't know if this will be the main event for sure. It might not be the main event. Maybe the women will main event. But your champion, Hangman Adam Page, versus the TNT champion, Kyle Fletcher.
I'm not fine with Kyle Fletcher having to lose this match. And I'm not fine with Kyle Fletcher winning the title and taking it from Hangman after Hangman fought for so long to get the belt. I don't understand. I mean, I guess I get it. Like, I think the plan was for Wardlow to be against Hangman in this match. But Wardlow ended up getting hurt. I just feel like you're trying to make Kyle Fletcher a star. Putting him in the world title match that he's not going to win at a big pay-per-view doesn't help with that. And then having him win does incredible things for him, but sucks to be Hangman because Hangman's title reign hasn't been that great since he fucking won.
It's only been like a month or some change. I think he's been more compelling and convincing on the mic since he's won. It's just all about opponents at this point. And, you know, once he gets past this Kyle Fletcher match, which I think he's going to win, you just got to find the right opponent. It's kind of sucks that people have been getting hurt. Like you said, Wardlow, Swerve, Ospreay. So it's all about finding the right opponents. But I think this is better than his first reign so far. But, you know, I don't like, but you're saying that you think it doesn't help Fletcher. I don't think it hurts him, though. You know, getting reps in a big title match. I don't think it hurts him in the eyes of fans because he's still a TNT champion at the end of the day.
And that's why I think him being TNT champion and trying to establish himself as a great TNT champion, it doesn't hurt, or I'm sorry, it doesn't help you to lose to the world champion because then it just makes you look like, yeah, you ain't good enough to be at the adults table right now. You're the king at the kids table.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of look at it a little bit different, but I guess I can see your point. But I just see it that, you know, I just got to go back to the drawing board, you know, sharpen some shit up and come back and, you know, get it next time, be bigger and better than ever next time. But
right,
I'm sure it's gonna be a good match, and I think it's gonna be schmozzy. So I don't know if he gets pinned like straight up. I think it's gonna be some foolery going on in this match, but.
By the way, I think the person that should take the title off Hangman should be Ricochet.
Wouldn't be mad at that. I still think it's going to be MJF, but I wouldn't be mad at Ricochet winning the championship at some point. Doing the best character work of his life, so let's fucking go, LFG. But that's all we got for All Out. And later on that night, we have Wrestlepalooza going down in Indianapolis, Indiana.
Ugh.
At the the Gamebridge Firehouse. You said, yeah, you don't like Indianapolis? Like, what's Indianapolis done to you?
It just sounds like a lame town. Indianapolis, Indiana. Who the fuck goes to Indiana? Right? Like, come on.
Nobody really.
You ever been to Indiana?
Yeah, I've driven through it once.
No, I don't mean drive through. I mean, like, have you ever went anywhere in Indiana? Like, have you went to the state of Indiana for the purpose of something staying there? Exactly.
Never. But
and you've been to like the majority of the top 48.
Yeah, but I did, like, when I drove through it, it wasn't just like on the interstate. Like, I stopped in Indianapolis, and I can't say that I would make that a destination.
Right, exactly.
But no, I'm sure every like big city has like some spots, so I don't want to completely shit on them. But I'm not setting up my vacation to go there.
I'll shit on
it. But yeah, so
everybody there looks like Larry Bird, I bet.
Damn, I'm sure they got some baddies in Indianapolis.
Get the fuck out of here! You ever seen a Hoosier like like they got Instagram things like Texas Longhorn hotties or Georgia Bulldog hottie? You ever seen an Indiana Hoosier hottie? No. All a bunch of inbreds.
Hey, the views of Rucker aren't the same views that are on Boot to the Face.
But they're the truth.
Keep doing your, Keep doing your thing out there. You doing your best, Charles Barkley, like him in San Antonio. Like.
Charles Barkley hates the women of San Antonio. I don't know what they did to him. That's been a beef longer than me and CM Punk.
Exactly. But nevertheless, this pay-per-view's going down in the Midwest. Like you said, TKO doing TKO things and Triple H doing Triple H things. It's 5 matches on this card.
Yeah. So. I bet the fucking price of the ticket's about $400 though. So damn near $100 a match.
Oh, easily. But let's go through it real quick. Io Sky versus Stephanie Vaquer for the vacant Women's World Championship.
I'm at an impasse with this match because, one, I love both of these wrestlers. Like, I've been talking up Io Sky for years. And I'm glad that she finally, like... It was like at WrestleMania, she did her little Io emote, and everybody realized, oh, shit, Io's the shit. And now she's just, like, super over. But I love Stephanie Vaquer, too. I just don't think... I don't think Stephanie Vaquer was going to win in Paris versus Naomi. And now that they've had to extend this program, I don't know if I want her to win her first title as a vacated title either.
I think that would take away from it a little bit if it's a vacated title. So,
Fuck.
What is this emote? What is this emote you're talking about?
Io Sky, when she does her little thing, she's like, ah.
Oh, okay. I didn't know the official.
Right when we started talking about somebody winning their first title that's vacated, I remember The Rock's first title was a vacated title.
It was, but it was storyline vacated because like, then they screwed Stone Cold. They screwed Stone Cold and Kane and Undertaker, like pinned them at the same time or some shit like that.
But I wouldn't mind either of the women winning. I'm gonna pick Io because I feel like Io and Rhea got unfinished business in the whole Kabuki Warriors thing. If Stephanie won, I wouldn't be mad at it. I feel like when she was at Evolution and I was in the building for it, it was like Rhea and Stephanie Vaquer. They were like neck and neck. Rhea's the most over woman in the division. I may not agree with it, but it's the truth. Stephanie Vaquer was right below her. And I feel like since she won that Battle Royal, like she's been on TV like a handful of times. I feel like that was 2 months ago. And so having her now come out and lose, I don't know. This is a tough one. I'm going to go with Io, and I won't be mad either way. Like I said, I love both of them.
I don't think it's all that hard, and some of the things you just pointed out are the reason why I don't think it's hard. I think they did that. It was contrived. They did this on purpose. They cooled her down on purpose, keeping her off TV, so when she does lose on Sunday, they don't have like this outcry of fans, and they didn't have like this snowball effect of every week her getting cheered more and more and more. They did that shit on purpose. It's kind of nasty work if you think about it. So I got Io. That's why I got Io too. Like they didn't expect Naomi to be pregnant, and they put the belt back on somebody that they can rely on. Not to say that Stephanie is unreliable, but
right.
We've seen Io with the belt.
And you've got the whole Kabuki Warriors thing too.
Exactly. And then they could go right into the Oscar feud. So yeah, I think it'd be better so for Stephanie to win a Royal Rumble too, like to just do the traditional route. Like you said, her winning the vacant belt, that'd be. Yeah. I
saw somebody on social media say Oscar looks like your aunt that doesn't have kids but's got a lot of money. And now whenever I see her on TV, that's all I see.
That is true. She's yelling like a mad woman.
She's always dressed though. Like she's always fucking dapper as a motherfucker.
There she is, and treating Kyrie like her lapdog. Nasty.
Yeah, poor Kyrie.
So we both got Io in this one. Next up, your boy Jay Uso teaming back up with his brother, the Usos, versus the Vision, Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker tag team match.
This one's interesting to me because I feel like LA Knight's going to get involved, and I feel like they've been trying to tease who's going to turn heel between Jay and LA Knight. I really feel like it's going to be Jay. I feel like this is going to continue the whole Bloodline storyline. It's going to pick it back up, and eventually it's going to lead to Jay versus Roman. I think. So,
okay.
I guess I'll pick the Bronze to win this one, and Jay to just... Jimmy's going to take the loss, and Jay might beat the fuck out of him.
See, I kind of go by what we see, the formulaic way that WWE does things. I would agree with you just by the way, but the way that Raw ended, I think LA Knight gets involved, but the other way around, I think he might cause the Bronze because he went off the air. Then he attacked Jay going off the air.
Yeah, hit him with the BFT.
Yeah, so for him to do that again on Sunday would be like redundant. So I see him probably helping the other way and causing the Bronze. But yeah, like you said, it makes sense for one of them to go heel eventually, though.
And if you look at it, Jay's got a reason to go heel. So when Jay hit LA Knight with the spear, LA Knight walked over to him and like talked shit to him, and then didn't help him up and helped up Jimmy. So Jay speared him. Jay came out, helped LA Knight. They shook hands, and then LA Knight attacked him. So it's like, if you think about it, it's like, all right, Jay's kind of in the right. Like, you've hit me multiple times, and then you come out and you help me, but you don't really help me. You don't help me up, and then you try to go get my brother to be your buddy after you talk shit to me. I got every right to spear you. Now, the next week, you come out and help. We help each other. I shake your hand, and I say, all right, we're good now. And then you hit me with your move after I turn my back on you. To me, LA Knight's coming off more heelish, but I do think there's a storyline going with Jay with this whole, like, there's a reason Jimmy was like, I don't see no Ula follow around your neck. Don't be talking to me like that. And Roman kind of...
Like
yeah, and Roman kind of coaching Jay, like, quit worrying about everybody else, man. Worry about yourself. That's why you're not the world champion no more. So I think this is a bigger story than what it is. Than what it looks like it is. I'm sorry.
Then I'm trying to think, like, how does Roman play back into it? Because right now, he's one of the most over people in the company. And then you got, I'm trying to look a little bit too far in the future. Then you got War Games coming up. I don't know how long they stretch this out, but I'm curious and interested to see. But yeah, I could see Jay being the head of the table and running the bloodline, something of that nature.
Imagine this. 3 years ago, all people wanted was for Jay to turn on Roman, and he got the biggest pop when he finally did it. 3 years later, he's going to turn on Roman, and he's going to get booed out of the fucking building.
The irony, right?
Cinema.
As the kids would say. So you got the Bronsons, and I got the Usos. Another tag team match, but this is of the mixed variety. You got CM Punk and his wife AJ Lee going against Seth Rollins and his wife Becky Lynch.
I've never been an AJ Lee fan, but she looks phenomenal. Like, she is in ridiculously good shape. I've been struggling with who I think is going to win this, because I think AJ and Becky are going to have a match for the Intercontinental title. I feel like whoever wins this match, the other person's going to win that match. And I want to pick AJ. AJ can't lose her first match, but AJ's going to win this match. She's going to pin Becky. She's going to get an Intercontinental title shot, and Becky's going to cheat to beat her. But I think AJ and Punk are winning this match.
And this may be a spoiler for the rest of my picks. For some reason, I got a feeling this might be just like a straight up just babyface pay per view. Their first one on ESPN. I might be wrong. I'm probably wrong with this one and the last one we picked. But I'm gonna go with your pick too. I think CM Punk, AJ Lee are gonna win. You know, all the good feels. Like you said, this is her first match back, and this will set up that IC title, which she won't win.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go with CM Punk and AJ. Next up, they just threw this one in there for the WWE Championship, the undisputed WWE Championship. Your champion Cody Rhodes versus Drew McIntyre.
I feel like Cody hadn't even been on TV since he won the belt, but give me Cody.
Hey, you talking about Hangman's run.
They should have just left the fucking belt on Cena if Cody was just gonna leave and go away.
I got Cody. Like, why they keep doing Drew McIntyre like this? Like, I was with you. Like, when he lost against Bobby, like, yeah, I don't care if you didn't get a reign during the pandemic. Like, Bobby is that dude right now. But
Right.
now it's kind of getting ridiculous. Like, they're
Yeah.
going to give Drew a run with a proper one, not a 5-minute run at WrestleMania, one of these world championships. And
Oh, that's right. He
kinda
did
feeding
have
the
the belt
Cody.
for like he never got it back after that.
nope.
Damn, so there's two people with smaller runs than Jey Uso. Hell yeah. Punk and
Yeah,
Drew
so-
McIntyre both had smaller runs than Jey.
Yep. So, yeah, man, they need to let Drew get a run, man. I think he'd be entertaining as hell as a world champion in his current iteration. But I got Cody as well. But main event one on this one grudge match, I guess. John Cena versus Brock Lesnar. It's a straight up match.
I got Cena. And I got
Yeah.
Cena's last match versus Roman.
Yeah, Cena, you gotta go out on your back looking up at the lights. So I can see that happening. But
Man, you don't
I got
have
Cena
to.
as well. I mean, yeah, look at Sting. He didn't do that. So I got Cena as well. I think this is gonna be like a one-off for the time being for Brock. Well, I guess that's technically not a one-off if he comes back, but I don't see him back until maybe like Mania season.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go with Cena as well. And hopefully I'm wrong with some of these picks, but this might be one of these predictable cards. Like, this is the first time they're doing this. I'm hearing they're gonna try to make this a big deal in the future, but it still seems like a B card right now because it's the first one. So, you know, but we'll be tuned in.
Prediction. When we talk boot to the face next week, are we going to be more focused on what happened on All Out? Or are we going to be more focused on what happened at Wrestlepalooza? You basically got a
I guess I'll
2-1. You got a 2-1 matches basically with All Out versus Wrestlepalooza.
See, that's a tricky one because it's like, what if they see what happens at All Out and they call an audible with Wrestlepalooza and like, all right, let's do something even more outrageous.
They're so fucking annoying. Like putting Wrestlepalooza on. I don't know. They just come off like fucking rich kid bullies.
Yeah, pretty much. But I'm gonna go with All Out just because the odds, because you said they got more matches. But like I said, I wouldn't be surprised if WWE call it audible, and like we said, it's all about moments. But I'm gonna go with All Out.
Yeah, I feel like Sting's gonna show up.
That'd be dope. I hope he shows up in the coffin match.
I feel like
He's still in the payroll.
Moxley's gonna. The Death Riders are gonna jump Darby. They're gonna open the casket and Sting's gonna be in there.
That'd be dope. I'm here for it.
I think we're gonna be talking about Wrestlepalooza. I don't know what's gonna happen, but I think something big's gonna happen because they've been promoting it as we want this as big as WrestleMania. But then again, Triple H is always saying stupid shit. But they've been saying they weren't as big as WrestleMania. They're going up against All Out. I think something big's gonna happen. I don't know what. I don't know how. I don't know why. Maybe my boy DJ shows up. Maybe that's John Cena's last opponent.
That could be possible. And he definitely not going out on his back, I think, if he faces The Rock. But
I was going to say, because Cena could beat The Rock and it wouldn't be that big of a deal.
Mm-hmm. But if The Rock does show up, you think it's in a storyline capacity or him just to do what he did on the first episode around Netflix?
Nah, he's going to do that fucking stupid shit right here. And a little throat slash and leave.
Well, you predict that. I'm going to go the other way and say if he shows up, he's going to come back and say, this is the biggest gig we had ever.
In the state of Indiana. Nobody's ever made this much money in Indiana. God damn. Fucking annoying with that shit. And you know what pisses me off is the crowd always cheers for it. Like, yeah, we overpaid for wrestling tickets.
Yeah.
Fucking nerds.
Goofy behavior. But yeah, that's all we got. I guess we still got NFL picks.
Let's run through them real quick. We could do this in like 5 minutes.
Yeah, we both did well last week. It was a push. We both were 11-5.
So you still got me by 2
picks,
games.
Yeah, my Monday night picks fucked me over. I'm 23-9 and you're 21-11. So right in the thick of things. But kicking off on Thursday Night Football. Let me find. I just had it up. Let me click on the thing again. The Dolphins versus the Bills.
Buffalo.
Yeah, I got Buffalo as well. Packers versus Browns. I got the Packers in this one.
Same.
This will be interesting. Colts versus Titans. Did we just have this game?
Give me the Titans.
Colts been on a roll. Titans got to win. I'm going to go with Titans, but I'm not so sure on that. Bengals, Vikings. I got Vikings. Looks like Joe Burrow is out for a little minute, right?
Yep, so is JJ McCarthy.
Oh, he is? He's out too?
Didn't he get hurt?
I don't think so, unless I missed something.
Yeah, he got hurt, I thought.
Shit.
Hold on. Let's JJ McCarthy.
I didn't know he got hurt.
Maybe I made that up.
He did get hurt. I didn't see anything.
Yeah. Vikings signed QB after crushing JJ McCarthy injury. Vikings signed Desmond Ridder. Yeah, Carson Wentz is starting. So, this is fucking backup versus backup. I'll take the Bengals. Ooh. I was going to say I'll take the Bengals because they got the better wide receiver, but the Vikes got Justin Jefferson versus fucking... This is going to be a fun game.
Two ex-teammates, both LSU.
I'll still take the Bengals.
Steelers at Patriots. And
You still taking the Vikings?
Yeah, I'm still taking the Vikings.
All right. Steelers at Patriots. I got Pittsburgh.
Aaron Rodgers such a dickhead, but
yeah,
I'll go with Steelers. I mean, yeah, Steelers. I'll go Steelers as well. Rams traveling to Philadelphia to face the Eagles. I am going with the Eagles. Eagles.
I got the Rams.
Jets traveling down to sunny Tampa Bay to face the Buccaneers.
Tampa Bay.
Yeah, I got Tampa Bay. Baker Mayfield's been low key balling.
Mecca Ibuka, I wanted him to come to the Cowboys. We got George Pickens, but I wanted Ibuka to fall to Dallas.
That would be nice, but we can never have good things. Raiders traveling to the nation's capital to face the Washington Commanders. I'm taking the Commanders in this one.
I'll take the Raiders. Wait, who's the Raiders quarterback?
Geno Smith.
What's the Raiders record?
1-1.
Yeah, I'll take the Raiders.
The Dirty Birds of Atlanta traveling right across state lines to Old Carolina to face the Panthers.
Oh, shit. Give me the Falcons.
Yeah, I'll take Michael Rucker's Falcons as well. Texans traveling down over to Jacksonville to face the Fighting Cons.
Texans.
You got the Texans. Give me Jacksonville on this one. Tony's gonna have to hop on that plane from Toronto and make it to the game. Broncos traveling to LA to face the LA Chargers.
Chargers 2-0, aren't they?
Yeah.
What's the Broncos record?
1-1. I got Chargers.
I'll take the Broncos. It's Joey DeLorme's birthday. Shout out to him.
Saints traveling to Seattle to face the Seahawks. I got the Seahawks in.
Yeah, I got Seattle also.
Cowboys traveling to the Midwest to face the Bears of Chicago. Taking Dallas in this one.
America's team.
This might be an interesting game. The Cardinals, the Arizona Cardinals, traveling to the Bay Area, take on San Francisco 49ers.
Kyler's got to win this one. Give me the Arizona.
I'm taking San Francisco in this one.
Somebody's going to take the lead in this year because this week we got a lot of different picks.
You say that, but it most likely it'll probably end up evening itself out. Because we had a lot of different picks last week. Still tied. Sunday Night Football. Kansas City traveling to East Rutherford to face the New York Giants.
Oh, give me KC.
City 0-2. They got to win. Somebody's got to win. Both of these teams 0-2. And to cap this week off, Monday Night Football, we have the Detroit Lions traveling to Baltimore Ravens.
Baltimore.
I'm going with Baltimore.
We got 7 games we picked differently.
Yeah, so it should be an interesting week. That's it for NFL picks.
Shit, that's it for the show. Been a long one. Been a good one. A lot of predictions for AEW All Out and WWE Wrestlepalooza. We covered EJ taking in a AAA show for the first time and Canelo versus Crawford. You got anything else, EJ, to get before we get up out of here?
Nah, we covered a lot on the show, and we'll be back to recap everything. So next one probably be a long one too. But shout out to everybody that tuned into the live, and shout out to everybody that's following our social media, and make sure to click that YouTube subscribe and like the videos.
For EJ Reed, I'm Chris Rucker. This has been another episode of Boot to the Face. Until next time, peace.